So you're thinking about moving to Houston. I'm excited to share Houston with you and all it has to offer. We are going to explore Tomball, Texas, a northern Houston suburb with a huge heart and a ton of history. And when we are done, you're going to understand why, whether you are looking for an entry-level home or a luxury home, Tomball will not disappoint. If this is your first time to the channel and you're interested in all things Houston, including living in the northern suburbs, then subscribe, and you'll be the first to know about the current market in Houston, Texas. My name is Erica Sprague. I am the broker and owner of Lane Realty, and I have lived and worked in the Houston area for almost 20 years. I love helping other families relocate and move around the Houston area. So whether your move is 9 days or 90 days from now, give me a call. I'd love to hear from you. Our contact information is in the description. So please reach out and let us know how we can help you make your move to Houston a seamless one. We are in the lakes at Creekside, a community in Tomball, just south of the Woodlands. There is a gated section over here to the right as you pull in, and then a non-gated section to the left of this beautiful pond and playground area. So in Lakes of Creekside, which as I said is located in Tomball, they do go to Tomball ISD. They feed into Tomball High School. There are 2 high schools in Tomball. It is part of Harris County. There are sidewalks in this community. As I mentioned, there's a playground, which you'll see as we get closer. There is a community pool, and you can catch and release in this lovely pond. You can see all the crepe myrtles are in bloom and just really enhance the curb appeal and the welcoming feel as you come into this community. There are a variety of builders inside of Lakes at Creekside. There were Toll Brothers, Tri-Point Homes, Village Builder, Perry, all very reputable builders and builders who have been building in the Houston area for a long time. The current price point in Lakes of Creekside is about $600,000 to $900,000 roughly. You can expect to find a home that's at least 2,000 square feet, some homes ranging up over 4,000 square feet. You do have some more customized homes in the gated section, but a very quality neighborhood has really increased in home value over the last several years since they broke ground out here in this community. They are very pet friendly and encourage all the homeowners to make sure they clean up after their pets so everyone can enjoy the area. There is an HOA, and the HOA takes care of things like that, providing dog bags, maintenance of the common areas. So if you are looking for any of a variety size of home, this community would work because you can find a 1-story that has maybe 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, or if you need a larger home for more people, there are 5 bedrooms, 5 baths, lots of square footage, and it really can accommodate lifestyles at various points. This location is about 30 minutes from downtown Houston if you're having to commute. If you're working in the Woodlands, this location is about 10 minutes from the heart of the Woodlands. So if you are needing to go up closer to 45, then you're about 20-25 minutes, just depending on the time of day and what kind of traffic exists. You are a part of Harris County. Harris County is considered more of a city, so your taxes and your insurance can be a little bit higher than if you were considering other northern Houston communities that are located in Montgomery County. So that's something to consider when you are looking at total cost of living. As you can see, there's homes that border the ponds, and that makes for a beautiful view. Here you can see their community mailbox. So that is how things are done here to make life easier for the post office. And so each person has their own mailbox in a unique cluster. I've always thought it would be fun to be a part of the developer crew who gets to name streets. So we have Vineyard Valley Court here. And some communities are better about having themes than others, but I like the sound of this street name. And so one of the unique things I find in this community is they have a lot of cul-de-sacs. And so Most home buyers want to have a home in a cul-de-sac or live on a cul-de-sac street because it typically means less drive-through traffic. And so when you find developers who keep that in mind and go ahead and create that ability, it's just really nice. You know, you get to know your neighbors, you know which cars belong and which cars don't. And it really does cut down on the drive-through traffic, people who are just passing through, using you as a shortcut, or just maybe checking out the area. So as you can see, there's a kind of a variety of elevations in these homes. This has a kind of Western look to it, kind of an arid Arizona feel, in my opinion. This is more of a traditional brick and stone. One is similar, and then we have stucco over here. So if you like the stucco look, it's blended with hardy plank on the side and some stone and some brick. So lots of textures going on there, and then a little bit more of your traditional brick and stone. These cul-de-sac streets really give great usage to lot space. So your lots are going to be a little bit further apart, as you can see, which people really love, because here in Houston, most developers and home builders are trying to maximize space. So when you can get into a community where they're giving you more space between your neighbors, people really enjoy that. A little bit more privacy in this way. So here you can see again a little bit more space. Just a few hundred homes in this community, so not too big, not too small, just right for accommodating needs in this area. These homes are not that old. The oldest home in here is probably going to be about 12 years old. So if you're looking for newer construction homes that still probably don't need a lot of work, then this is a great choice. We are now in Saddlebrook Village, a community in Tomball, and the price point in this community is about $200,000 to $400,000. So more of an entry level or a downsizing community. You can find homes that are in the 1,400 square foot range up to the mid 2,000 square feet. And these homes were built in the early 2000s. This community is south of the Woodlands as well. Tomball ISD, they go to Tomball High School, and they are about 25 to 30 minutes from Houston. If you are commuting into the Woodlands for work, as many people do, that's probably gonna take you about 15, 20 minutes, just depending on where you're going. You can see in this community there are several one-stories. Ranch homes are very popular for entry level and downsizing because when you are a young family or just a young couple, you don't really have the need for an upstairs space. And when you are downsizing for whatever reason, oftentimes you just don't want to mess with unused space upstairs. So that's a great feature for a community to have. Those homes typically move really quickly. As you can see, there's a variation of elevation. You have brick and stone, you have a front porch concept on some of these properties, lots of trees, so you have some shade in these homes. There is an HOA, but the HOA fee is very low. It's less than $500 a year right now. And so what that HOA does is it's going to protect your property values. There aren't many amenities in this community, but it does just keep your neighbors in check about how everyone needs to take care of their property. This community is really close to the Woodlands, so if you did want to jump over to Creekside, which is one of the villages of the Woodlands, you could partake in the parks, the pools, the trails. You do have the sidewalks, which really are such a valuable feature because you don't have to be in the street. You don't have to worry about your kid being in the street, and you can take your nice leisurely walk and be on the sidewalk. So we are coming up to Hostler Park, which is a park inside of Saddlebrook Village's community, and take a peek at that. And what this park provides you is a trail loop. So you can see, I love it when they mark off how long the trail loop is. So it's about a little over a third of a mile, and it gives you this nice aerial view of what is here. So that's lots of fun. Okay, and look, they tell you about the trees, which is pretty cool. So you've got some Magnolia grandiflora, the southern magnolia, the loblolly pine, the Mexican sycamore, the southern live oak, and the bald cypress. Not sure that I would want to be called a bald cypress, but there we go. So you have benches, you've got pest waste assistance, and just a lot of natural beauty. These open spaces are great for little kids They want to kick the ball, just run free. I mean, it's hard to find those spaces when you're in the city, so having a space like this is really nice. We are in Creekside of the Woodlands. Creekside is one of, they've done a really good job of making sure almost every single section inside of a village has a park to go to. So an area for kids to come and play. So we have lots of climbing, swings, a pond, benches for you to sit and watch your kids, a little zip line feature over here, trash cans. They pave the walking trails for you with granite. Their ponds are catch and release, so you might catch a turtle, you might catch a catfish, you might catch a bass or a perch. You just need to release it back into the water. Rules posted. So the Woodlands is a township, does not have an HOA. So what that means is that when you purchase in the Woodlands, you have a tax that covers what a traditional HOA would charge you. And so the Woodlands is a very large master plan community, and in that comes a lot of amenities. You have at least 14 pools throughout the Woodlands. If you are a Woodlands resident and you choose to partake in our community amenities, you can access any of those pools. There are over 240 miles of trails you can walk. There are dozens of parks, dozens of tennis courts and pickleball courts. There's no shortage of amenities for you to have if you choose to live in the Woodlands. Creekside is the village we're in, as I said, and Creekside is located in Tomball. It is not located in Conroe or the Woodlands or Spring, and it is zoned to Tomball ISD, not Conroe ISD like the rest of the Woodlands. And so inside each village, you are going to find every single price point, which gives home buyers a lot of choices. In Creekside, you are looking to see about $400,000 over $1 million. And in this section that we're walking through, you're going to see the price points of about $800,000 up over $1 million. And so you kind of have that French Tudor look in this section. You have stucco used. You do have some brick and stone. This brick over here is kind of hiding because it's white, and that has been a common trend for homeowners, whether they purchased their home and it was built in the 90s or the 80s, or it's brand new, that they paint it white. So these homes here in Creekside, in this section, were built in 2010 and later, so still pretty young. You're looking for homes that are still newer and don't need much maintenance or renovations. So you can see these lots are a little bit larger. They have some space between their neighbors, which is desirable and contributes to the higher price point. Home builders out in this section were Toll Brothers, Village Builders, Highland, home builders that have been building in the Houston area for a very long time. The Woodlands controls the builders that are able to build inside the Woodlands area. So that is a good thing. It contributes to the quality of homes that are in the area, quality of construction. These homes are going to range from the mid 3,000 square feet up towards the 5,000 square feet. Creekside is located in Harris County. As I mentioned before, that can cause your insurance and your taxes to be higher than communities that are in Montgomery County, which is the county of most northern Houston suburbs. You're about 20 to 25 minutes from Houston. You are south of the Woodlands area. And from this village in the Woodlands, you're still about 15 minutes from the heart of the Woodlands or from the front section of the Woodlands where many businesses have their headquarters located. I hope this video has shown you that Tomball can provide for all your needs, regardless of the stage of life and the type of community you're looking for. Whether you're looking for low maintenance, low involvement, or the prime of your life with lots of things to do for your kids or for your social interaction. So if you've enjoyed this video, I would encourage you to check out some of our other videos about neighboring northern Houston suburbs.